Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
On a cloudy 45-degree evening in Leo Cedarville, we welcome you inside to Leo High School and Leo Lions Gymnasium for the season opener for these two former ACAC teams, but still continuing to play every season and trying to find nothing but momentum as it's the Leo Lions taking on the Heritage Patriots. And welcome inside. Second game of our double dip here tonight on Summit City Sports. Joe Northern alongside the Hicksville, Ohio import Eli Lawrence. Delighted to have you with us. And I think really that's the best way we can describe this is there's really nowhere to go but up for both of these teams. And Leo getting their second season above 500 for only the second time in a decade. They have a great young core and a lot to look forward to.
Absolutely. I think, both squads, they know what their goals are. All right, it wasn't the prettiest of seasons last year for Heritage. Conference play didn't go as Leo had planned, so they want to find early momentum, and what a night to do it. Everybody's 0-0. Everybody's got a clean slate, so you're starting off at square one. No matter if you were a state champion last year or you didn't make it out of sectionals, everybody's got the same game plan and the same goals heading into the rest of the year.
Absolutely, and really that there's nothing else like opening night here on the court because you have that clean slate and that clean opportunity. Heritage, you take a look again. The last two seasons have only won 2 games overall, but yet they have a really good young core and at least some athleticism power that we've seen on the volleyball court, potentially translating for the Patriots moving forward. Really some key players, some key insight you're looking for tonight on both sides.
Yeah, I think when you're so young, you just want to see people play well and compete. Last year there were a lot of blowout games. This year it's about taking that next step to compete in games and move forward. The ACAC is tough. At the top you got Bluffton, you got Jay County, and you got Woodland. So finding your spot and finding a way to just continue to build year after year, when you have a young core, it makes it a lot easier than when you're constantly graduating large classes of seniors.
Absolutely. And speaking of seniors, we're going to see a dominant senior on display tonight, and Leah Chappelle led the team last season at 14.6 points per game. But we could also see Mackenzie Collins also sneak up in the middle as well, who's also really good when it comes to the boards, complimenting one Leah Chappelle.
Yeah, Collins was a really good guard for them last year as a sophomore, now stepping up into her junior season. Melina Lape exited. She was a great shot from the outside, so I'm excited to see what she can do stepping up into a new role and now a full season of varsity basketball under her belt. And then again, Leah Chappelle, that's how Leo runs. They want her to do as much as she possibly can, and if she's on, it makes this Lions team really tough to stop. I'd expect a big night from her.
Absolutely, and again, with the coaching staff at Carrie Chappell, Mark Roney, Amber Sherry, and Hannah Aguirre, they've really got a good core developing to try to get this Lions team, not only back over the 500 mark, but really try to get competitive and a really, really good NE8 squad. Heritage, again, trying to continue to right the ship in their direction. And it's hard to believe we're in the month of November and week 1. I completely forgot it was basketball season until I got a text saying, hey, it's time. Are you ready? But really, what are some early season highlights that you've noted while we get a little bit of time before we go to the break that you're looking forward to?
I was excited to see, I want to see Homestead. I want to see how they can handle, again, number one in the preseason polls. How do you take that? I believe last year they made it 2 regionals but couldn't make it out. There's a lot of expectations riding on that squad, and it's, a lot of people in Fort Wayne like to see Homestead lose. So they've got the target on their back, and you just got to go with that mentality. Like, it's you against the world. So I'm excited to see them. And then Norwell moving up into 4A. Such a dominant team last year, the year before. You make 2 trips to the state finals, you win one of them. Now you're up a class, but you've still got the core that you've used all throughout those runs. New challenge. I'm excited to see them tomorrow night against Bluffton. Renew a conference rival, or renew a county rivalry that we haven't seen since I was in kindergarten.
There you go.
There's a lot of talent around the northeast corner, and just it's going to be awesome to see how it plays out throughout the year.
Well, if this is your first time joining us this season, strap in. We are going to be with you all the way from tip to, well, at least regional trophies, we should say, across the board. And we could be more excited to bring it to you. Tip-off coming up in just a little bit between Heritage and Leo. And tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill, a Northeast Indiana staple for generations. You can visit them online at bigeyeddfish.com, and there are 4 locations, including the Big Eyed Fish Express. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. Visit them online at tomsteeltire.com. From Ottweiler Contracting, from bid to build, they provide peace of mind throughout the entire process. Visit them online at ottweilercontracting.com. Also brought to you by Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of an attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about. Visit them online at siakas.com today. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs, some of which can be completed in as little as 12 months. Find out how right now at online.sf.edu today. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com or give them a call at 260-489-8880. Also brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana. We are LIUNA. By Parkview Sports Medicine, where you can earn your edge this season. And you get a free evaluation right now to maximize your athleticism and then some. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And, of course, brought to you by who else? The fine folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like us on Facebook. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It appears as if, Eli, there is a little bit of a miscue when it came to the school songs being played for just a moment. I kind of had a little bit of a pause in the read thinking what was going on. But thankfully, it is just only that and not anything even more so than that. Let's get ready to have some fun, shall we?
Should be a great night. It's night one. Even the PA is down there trying to figure everything out. Again, you just can't be more excited. There's, high school basketball is back. And as they say, look, in 49 states, it's just basketball. We're here in Indiana. It's a little bit different up here.
This is Indiana, and this is Indiana high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold up one thing and I come to spend. street life. I was trying to sell harder than the street life. Ran the streets till I'm tired.
Back here at Leo Lions Arena, starting lineups being introduced on both sides. Let's go ahead and meet both of them. Starting on the side for the Heritage Patriots, lineups looks like this for Coach Jason Miller and company. Number 3, Olivia Liebarger. Number 5, Kirsten Hess. Number 12, Audra Bickle. Number 14, Elise Hisong. And number 22 in Addison Myers. So 1 senior, 3 juniors, 1 freshman in the lineup for Coach Jason Miller and company. Meanwhile, for Coach Carrie Chappell, lineup looks like this. Mackenzie Collins wearing number 21, number 30, Stella Shelm, number 35, Taylor Davis Gibson, number 41, Leah Chappell, and number 45, Lucy Schott. And Leo is going to be in the white uniforms, purple trim, purple numbers. Heritage going to be in the navy blue uniforms, red trim, Heritage H on the shorts, red and white trim across. And we are underway as Leo is going to go left to right on your screen. This one pitched out in time to go to Shelm. She's wasting no time.
Good job right away. Can't draw a better start up than that. Now we get a little 4-court press look. See how that looks early.
And Leo again not wasting time on that full court press, looking to try to pick that away. But it's going to move it up just a little bit forward. And Leo, we have seen them really try to lay on that full court press to try to get opponents out of it rather quickly. No surprise they're sticking with that and looking to maybe go with a little 1-3-1 up in the middle right now. Here's a quick shot up and in. Nice answer back from Audra Bickle in the meantime, 3-2. So Leo again now continuing to bring it across. This one pitched back, finds Gibson, top of the arc. Lurks back over to Chappell. Chappell looks for another 3. It's good.
Two trips down, 2 threes. Can't make it look any better.
And again, we know that this Leo team revolves a lot around the three-point arc, and already 2 up, 2 down as it stands. This one's going to be thrown out of play. But we have seen Heritage do a great job of at least trying to penetrate the paint early here in the first minute of this one. In case you're just joining us. Second game of our double dip tonight. Liebarger, that one falls short. Going to bounce out of bounds off the hands of Addison Meyer. In case you were just joining us from game number 1, Lakewood Park winners over Churubusco 41-27. Here in this Thursday night doubleheader for you, Joe Northern, Eli Lawrence, Gavin Wirt on the camera with you, as this one's going to be pitched out of play, touched out of play by Heritage.
Is Hisong picking up the foul. Just trying to wall her off. Couldn't quite get that angle.
Leo now with another chance. They go to Collins. Collins at the top of the arc. Looks inside. Great push up the middle, but just goes out. Lucy Schott was looking for the perfect shot, but instead it's going to flow out of play. But it'll get another chance to inbound.
Schott new to the starting lineup this year. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Let her settle in. We know she's got good genetics. Brother Brock playing at Miami. But just let them settle in. She's got a lot of high praise.
And again, we talked about it at the start of the broadcast. You're always going to have those opening night jitters no matter what. Things are always going to seem like, okay, what are we doing here? This isn't how we practice. You're playing against opponents for the first time, and it counts. This one going to be stolen away again by the Lions. Here comes Taylor Davis Gibson and floated out of play. I like the aggressiveness I've seen from Heritage here tonight, trying to add a little bit kind of on the one-on-one defense and trying to pitch it out a little bit more.
Yeah, you just got to find a groove. Right now they're still trying to settle in. Leo seems like they've settled in quicker.
Yes.
But you got to expect Heritage to settle down at some point. Again, just shake those jitters off. Everybody's got it.
Here's the 3 on the way. That is fallen way off the mark. Bounce pass nearly taken away by Liebarger. Now taken away by Leo again once more. Here's Davis Gibson. Davis Gibson gets it out to Schott. That's the angle she was looking for.
There it is, right on time.
And now potentially a steal, and it is. And right into the wall. Depth perception at that point.
John Cena was down there. I think that's who she was looking for.
Yes. John Cena about to enter retirement, we should say, too. Here's Bickle now to inbound the pass. Here's Hisong. Hisong again. Lobs it up the middle, finds Bickle. Gets it across now to find Hess. Hess, jumper inside. That's going to pinball and float out of play. So again, the Patriots trying to connect on the board. Leo currently on a 6-0 run to start here. 5:22 remaining in the first quarter. And the Lions, again, just trying to settle in rather quickly. Leo Heritage looking to try to go a little man-to-man. Here's the push again now to connect over to Shot. Shot, jumper, can't get it. Nice rebound coming from the hands of Leah Chappelle. Gets it now over to Collins, but won't be able to get that go and out of play. So the Lions coming in 12-11 last season. First winning season in 3 years. And only the second in the past decade. Here's the bounce pass now to connect over to Shelm. Shelm again gets this across. Finds Shot inside the paint. Gets it up and count it.
There she is. Last 4 points for Leo. Now she's going to the line to one more. Starting to settle into this game and really get going.
So a great push on the inside and one foul. As already Lucy Shot, as you mentioned, 4 points on the night thus far, trying to get 5 and just under half the production total, and she does. Take a look at that again once more, powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. She was able to just kind of edge it off kind of that top rim and let it settle in time. And those are the best and ones you can get at the end of the day.
You got to know how to play through contact and play with contact. You got to know just how much you need to push up off the glass.
It looks like Leo again, not wasting any time trying to go man-to-man, but a push-up foul going to go against Chappelle. So that'll be the second tonight. Or first, I should say, tonight, with one foul apiece on the board. 4:44 remaining here in the opening quarter. Here's Bickle now. Connects this up top. Finds Riley Roy. That's off the mark. Rebound back in the hands of Stella Shelm. And Leo now quickly trying to connect the other way. Cross-court pass gets over to Whistler. Whistler again. Now finding Shelm. Shelm trying to connect, but too many steps and a traveling violation. We'll get it back into Heritage Zone. So the Lions currently on a 9-2 run, as it's or 8-2 run, I should say, as it stands. Here in the last 3.5 and change. 4:19 remaining here in the opening quarter. This one taken away back in the hands of Leah Chappelle. Chappelle able to try to cross-connect. This one won't go from the hands of Taylor Davis-Gibson. Now Heritage trying to quickly go back the other way. Finding Kirsten Hess. Bounce pass inside to Leibarger. Leibarger connecting back over to Meyer. Meyer, 2-on-1 pressure. Gets over to Hess, top of the arc. Looks up inside, just lobs it up. Not going to find anywhere to go with. Was looking for a little bit of contact there, but couldn't get it. Chance
Wide
again
open.
coming from Collins. That one's going to be wide and down to the hands of Leibarger. Leibarger now trying to settle in, but Mackenzie Collins all over her as it stands. Leah Chappelle trying to get all over, and she's going to get a whistle on the foul. Number 2 for number 41, the 6-foot forward.
You just got to know, early on in the game, you can't be getting in foul trouble here in the first quarter. All right, you got a long game ahead of you. Just calm down a little bit. You're out in front, so there's no need to panic.
Absolutely. 3:35 remaining. Substitutions coming in. You've got Emma Connolly enter in the game, wearing number 40, the 5'7" dual guard forward. And number 23, Tessa Whistler returning into action. 9-point game, 3:30 left to go here in the opening quarter. This one's going to bounce off the foot of Lucy Schott.
Good movement so far from Leo on defense. You haven't seen any lanes really open up for Heritage.
Pass in the inside, finds Hess. Hess trying to continue to keep it composed. Looking for somebody. Instead, throws it up and in. As Hess able to answer the call quickly. And a 2-possession game just like that. Now potentially another takeaway, but saved in the meantime from Connolly. Connolly now trying to keep it in control. Finds Whistler. Whistler again. Pass over to Collins. Collins tries to penetrate the key. Tripped up and a foul. And we'll look to see if she did get in the act of shooting and in time. So good arm movement coming in from the 5'6" guard. So Collins is going to be shooting too. As the Patriots pick up foul number 3. This one falls short. And again, we really talk about just trying to penetrate the paint over and over again. We saw that on the Heritage side, didn't work out in the favor, but the arm movement from Collins, at least to try to fight your way up, to really try to make those guards try to attack you over and over again.
It's the best way to score. They've been doing it forever, you know. People haven't it evolved the shooting outside, but a lot of times if you can get in and force your way to the free throw line, those are free points that you're going to be able to take.
Absolutely, as you can hear the money sign coming in from our headphones, make it an 8-point game. With the first try waved off as a lane violation. Now here's the push up again from Leibarger. Stole it away once more. Here's Collins trying to answer back. Bounce pass inside to Connolly. Collins for triple. Can't get it. And it'll stay with Leo as it goes off the hands of Hess. So an 8-point game, 2:35 remaining. As again, Leo trying to get in rhythm. Heritage doing a great job of trying to force them off the rhythm at this point. Pass inside, connects, Lucy shot, nothing but net. That is number 7 for her tonight. And a 10-point game, 2:26 remaining. Here's Bickle inside. Gets it back to Leibarger. Leibarger able to answer off the rim. So Leibarger getting her first 2 of the night with 2:09 remaining. 8-point game here in Leo. This one goes through the legs of Whistler, trying to keep on it. Nice steal pick away, but picked away again once more by Leo. Bounce pass, Collins,
nice
reach
block.
up, and a big block in time.
Maybe a little too unselfish with the basketball from Collins there. She had the lane, but opted to give it off.
Take a look at that again one more time, and just an absolute nice reach in front from Hess. Able to get ahead of Collins and moving forward. Here's Connolly. Connolly bounce pass, and that comes the push for Riley Roy. So that'll be her first, team foul number 4, so one more, and then it'll be free throws for the remaining 156 here in this opening frame. Connolly trying to get a hand on the inside. Jump ball, going to go back to Heritage. I love this defensive intensity that they're really just trying to play of fighting you at the net as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, nothing coming easy inside. Everybody's going to have to earn it at the free throw line. Really forces you to take advantage of those chances, but Heritage done a great job of applying pressure, and Leo doing the same.
Here's Meyer now. Gets this one up, off to the right. Now another chance. Bickle couldn't get it to go. Will the third time be the charm? No, they go for the reset. Here's Meyer. Sets back over to Bickle, $1:30 remaining. It's Leibarger again up top. Bounce pass inside, connecting over to Bickle. Bickle on the run. Gets it back over to Kirsten Hess. Hess trying to continue to keep the momentum going in her direction. Hess looking to keep it going, and a timeout called by Heritage. As they'll call a full timeout, we'll take it with them. 1:12 remaining, Leo up by 8 here on opening night for both squads.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
8-point game, 1:12 remaining here on opening night. And really, again, the one thing we've noticed is that the points on the outside for Leo, nothing but net. Points on the inside, a little tough to come by.
Absolutely. Leo's had to run in through a lot of bodies when they try and get it inside. So far, Lucy's shot's done a pretty good job of, powering her way in and holding her ground. But Heritage has come out really strong in making their presence felt inside the lane. Nothing's going to come easy the rest of the night.
New center in for Leo. It's going to be number 51, Shelby Jackson, into the game. She replaces Lucy Schott for potentially the remaining 1:12. This one kept inside for Riley Roy. Roy gets over to Meyer. Meyer trying to get it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Little pinball up the middle. Now a chance again for Bickle. Bickle, left side key. Can't get this off the glass. Going to go out of play. And so Leo will stick with it with 58.2 remaining and an 8-point game. And again, the poise again from Mackenzie Collins, just trying to settle in. Gets it back over to Shelm. Shelm now on the right side. Gets over top arc. Quick takeaway up front. Here's the chance for Hess, but pitched away from Emma Connolly.
This is what we've been talking about. Defensive on both sides. Great play from Hess, reading it like a book, taking it the other way, and then coming in on relief was Connolly. Force Heritage to reset.
And Connolly again just charging down, like forcing it like, nope, that's not yours. Hess still trying to keep a hand on it. 2-on-1 pressure. Now finding Bickle up top of the arc. Bickle trying to continue to keep it afloat. Bickle now back to Leibarger. Leibarger over to Bickle again up top. Gets this one across, finds Hess. Hess again on the run, a whistle and a foul. As Collins is going to pick up her first. And both teams with 4, or a third, I should say. So Leo only 2 more to give with 23.5. Why would you give anything at this point? Who knows? But you still have that extra one in case of defensive pressure, and just like that.
Season of the giving, I guess.
Season of the giving. That's very true.
We're getting there.
Estella Shelm is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her first. As we'll see Addison Meyer, the lone senior for Coach Jason Miller and company, head of the line, shooting 2 to try to cut this back to a 2-possession game. And she makes the first. So we get a Heritage team that is trying to find nothing but up, looking to get nowhere but up as the second one is up and in. 15-9 are scored, 20 seconds remaining. Here's the swing off the hands. It's going to go bounced off Shelby Jackson. And so Heritage now looking for an opportunity to reset. 15-9, 15.6 remaining. Pass in the inside for Leibarger. And Hess going to try to settle down once more, the freshman. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Gets inside to Roy. Roy able to get this one up. She's fouled. So a foul reach-in going to go for Shelby Jackson. That'll be her first with 4.4 remaining. So we'll see Riley Roy now. Throwing up for 2, gets the first. And Heritage now on a 5-0 run here in this first quarter. So they've done a great job of at least countering back from the Leo scoring. This one won't go. Chance again up the middle.
She stepped on the baseline.
Little baseline step. So Leo going to have a nice, or Heritage going to have a nice chance to try to get a nice pass and shoot. Just get something quick set up, 2.1. You have a chance here. Here's Meyer, won't get it. It's tripped up the middle, and that is how the first quarter will come to a close. So it's Heritage on a quick 5-0 run to cut it 2-5 against Leo, 15-10, as we head to the second. Back in a moment.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
We welcome you back to Leo Lions Arena 15-10, but Heritage going on a nice little run in the late stages of quarter number 1 to cut the lead to within 5. Joe Northern, Eli Lawrence. Gavin Wart, delighted to have you with us here on opening week. This one, a quick cross-court pass over to Davis Gibson, now finding Collins. Collins again gets this one up high, nearly pitched away by Kirsten Hess. Still keeping it on the inside is Davis Gibson. Cross-court over to Connolly. Connolly now back again to Davis Gibson. Let 25 seconds of the clock run off, so again, just try to strategize and keep going for those Norman Dale passes to get you in motion. Here's Collins. Cross court up in the inside, goes to Lucy, shot up and in.
You can make that 9 for a shot. And again, like you said, just waiting for your time to come. There's no shot clock here in Indiana, so you can set up as long as you would like. Good job from Leo doing that there, and now they're going to get the takeaway.
And that they quickly will. This one will be floated out of play and back over to Leo in the interim.
Well, it took them a minute, but they got it.
Yeah, they got it. That they did, just readjusting the foul, so no one calling timeouts, but again, an entertaining effort thus far here tonight. But again, really what you love to see is just the aggressive battle on the inside, whereas Leo again just trying to lob it up and cannot get it to go. That one off the hands of Stella Shelm. But it's really been the impressive interior that what we've seen here tonight for this Heritage team.
Yeah, especially from the Patriots, because we've seen Leo match the same energy, but they've been undisciplined and committed a lot of fouls inside. It's part of the reason why Heritage is still right here in this game. Heritage staying disciplined, and it's paying dividends.
Again, already one thing to note, Leah Chappelle already 2 fouls on the board for her tonight, 2 early fouls for the Lions, and then in quick succession we saw foul after foul after foul against the Lions to try to help them push back into this one. This one, however, going to go against Heritage, against number 30 in Riley Roy. That'll be her second. So again, we will see who is going to be the senior core leader in Leah Chappelle. This one up and good. So an 8-point lead, 18-10, our score. And a chance to go for a second here. Let's see if we've got any substitutions coming up the middle. We don't as of yet. This one's going to fall short. Rebound back of the hands of Hess. Hess now able to get this one up in time, connecting over to Bickle. Bickle stole it away, this time from Chappelle. Chappelle trying to take it all on her own, connects over to Collins. Collins, pop a shot, got it.
She had a couple of those attempts there in the first quarter. She's not afraid to shoot it even if it's not falling. It's just a matter of time before it really starts to fall. And then watch out.
That's her first 3 of the night thus far. How about back-to-back threes? This time coming from the hands of Molly Cray, the sophomore. At a 9-point game. Actually, they're going to rule that on the 2, so not a 3 officially. And Collins again answering right back. Actually, I beg your pardon, that shot answering it back from Collins. As she's got 11 of the Leo 23 tonight. So now you're starting to see that offensive really fast breaks trying to open up a little bit more.
And that's what's going to allow Leo to try and pull away, all right? Heritage, they don't want to play quick.
Definitely just kind of a slow you down and just play quickly on the interior if you can. Hopefully if you can go for the missed shot opportunities and get those quick boards in the interim. Here's Collins. Collins trying to get past Hess. Now again on the inside. Lurks over to Shot. Shot trying to keep into it. Here's TDG. Can't get it. Rebound back in the hands of Hess. And a whistle going to be called this time against Collins. So let it be her second.
Again, just undisciplined on opening night. That's going to come back to bite them if they find this one close late in the game.
So again, now 2 of the primary scorers for Leo in foul trouble, and Mackenzie Collins and Leah Chappelle. Again, yes, only with 2 fouls in the second quarter, but you'd prefer to, again, not get any if you can, but try to stretch them out if possible. Here's a cross court now over to Spieth. This one floated back out of play for the Lions. 23-12 our score here in quarter number 2. Hit opening night for both of these teams here in this 2025-26 campaign. This one thrown up on the inside to Connolly. Connolly trying to keep it over. Find Chappelle. Chappelle Won't get it, just throws off the board. 4:30 remaining. It's Kirsten Hess. And again, the freshman coming out making a statement here this evening, too, with the tough, aggressive energy. So you definitely love to see that if you're Coach Jason Miller and company.
Absolutely. When your underclassmen can show that they're not going to be pushed around by all the older kids, it's a great thing because then your older kids feed off it.
Here's Leibarger now. Gets this up the middle to Roy. Roy, a little bit of a block coming in from Lucy Schott, able to get a hand on it in time. Now here's Taylor Davis-Gibson for three. And the three-point shots continue to rain for Leo as they take a timeout. Take a look again at just how quickly these threes have gone, and it's been more so of kind of the pop-a shot variety, if you will, is just get quickly in place. This one from Davis-Gibson gets this one up and in time. But also, too, Heritage has done the exact same thing. We take a look again at the previous three that they've been able to throw up, this time from the hands of Meyer. Able to get this one up and in time. So again, quick three-point shooting has been the story, but it's been all Leo doing so in the meantime. Well, sectional championships are on the line coming up tomorrow night across the 260. 4 games for you on IHSAATV.org, led by what could be the game of the year regionally, and East Noble and Bishop Dwenger. Tim and Jeff will have the call for that one for you coming up at 6:40 p.m. Other games we'll have for you. Concord taking on Northside, Garrett at Angola, and Lures taking on Ole Miss at 6:40. Coverage begins at 6:40 on IHSAATV.org. Meanwhile, Eli, you've got a fun one tomorrow night at the Hardwood over at the Castle as Bluffton's coming to town to take on the defending 3A champions.
Yeah, really excited for that one tomorrow. You got two teams that are kind of coming in with different makeups. Bluffton graduated a lot of seniors. They're coming in with a lot of fresh blood. They've still got Conley Alt. She's going to be amazing throughout the rest of the year. But Norwell bringing the core back from last year's squad. A little bit of a big school versus small school rivalry. I'm excited to really see how it goes.
And Eli will join you for that one just before the top of the hour in about 22 and a half hours from now, we should say officially. So
get ready.
So we'll have that for you. That'll be on the YouTube channel and IHSATV.org. This one thrown up and in as Tessa Whistler able to answer the call on the lead now, extended to 16. And we're really, again, starting to see Leo just trying to bust it open here in the second. Here's Hess now at the top of the arc. Bounce pass inside. Gets over to Molly Cray. Cray again over to Hess. Gets it back over to Leibarger. Leibarger trying to continue to keep a hand on it. 3:02 remaining here in the opening half. And stolen away now in the meantime from Stella Shelm. Shelm now chasing up the middle. Finds Leah Chappelle. Chappelle able to answer it off the glass and in. So Chappelle to Collins, that's a combination you're going to be hearing a lot of this season if you follow this Leo Line team.
It was good last year. How much better is it going to be? They got a full year of experience under their belt, another summer together. Could be interesting as they move on throughout the season.
18-point game, 2:25 remaining. This one bounce pass inside, gets over to Leibarger. Leibarger trying to continue to keep a hand on it. And a two-handed pass now to the hands of Collins. Collins now kicked it over to Chappelle. Chappelle back again over to Collins. Collins fakes the jump. Gets the connect over, finds Shelm. Shelm way off the mark, but met in time from Lucy Schott. And Schott now with a lucky number 13 this evening and a 20-point lead.
Yeah, we talked about Mackenzie Collins and Leah Chappelle in the pregame, but Lucy Schott stepping right into a nice roll. Collins and Chappelle in foul trouble. She's picking up all the slack.
And again, you speak about underclassmen standing up. The sophomore in Lucy Schott, too. Really finding a great way to get on the board rather quickly. Getting 13 of 32, just a little under 40% of the points, or roughly 40%. Jump ball is going to stay, however, with a $1:38 remaining here in the second, but the Lions already with an explosive second quarter have only held Heritage to 2 points, mind you.
And again, their defense is suffocating. A lot more discipline we've seen here in this quarter compared to the first. It's paying its dividends.
This one pass up to the inside, finds Leibarger. Leibarger again continuing to keep control. 2-on-1 pressure. And a jump ball going to go back to Leo. So those are the hustle points you look for, too, in the meantime.
Yep. You've seen it all night. Leo's defense just collapsing in, and everything has been tipped at some point or another. Heritage hasn't really had a chance to get a perfectly clean possession.
Here's Whistler. Gets it over to Collins. Collins on her left side. Now pass it over to the right. It's Whistler. Jumper. This one for two. Can't get it. This one floats out. So again, clean possessions have really been kind of the key thing to keep in mind. And again, we haven't seen too many of those from the Patriots here this evening with 1:09 remaining here in the opening half. But you have to think, though, too, it's again just the quick up and down possessions we've seen from Leo. Just really just trying to make Heritage play catch up at this point.
Yeah, this quarter's flown by, and a big reason for that is Leo's playing fast. They're getting out in front, and Heritage doesn't even have time to set up offense or defense.
So we had 1 minute remaining here in the opening half. And Heritage, again, just trying to find a way to get some momentum going. Here's his song. That's taken away. Back again from Chappelle. Great guard setting up again from Shelm and Davis Gibson. This one picked away. Whistle and a foul. So a reach-in going to go for number 30 in Stella Shelm. So that'll be her second and team foul number 2 with 45.1 remaining. So again, a reach-in with a little bit of an elbow. It's always going to go the other way no matter what.
You can't extend. We'll call it every time.
Here's a rush up on the inside. This one pushed up by Shelby Jackson as she gets her second.
It's their fourth player with 2 fouls now in the game.
So again, that may be something to keep an eye on going into half number 2 as the foul trouble could come back to haunt you one way or another. This one rims up and good. Elise Hissong able to stop the run for the moment. But again, only as it stands, 4 points on the board for Leo, or for Heritage in the second quarter. Leo has racked up 17. With 30 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Push back over to Chappelle. Chappelle gets this one up top. Now connecting again to Davis Gibson. Davis Gibson over to Whistler. Whistler again on the run. Now back to Davis Gibson. 16 seconds remaining. Long three for Shelm. Not going to go. Rebound back in the hands of the Patriots. 10 seconds left to work with. 18-point game. 32-14. Pitch on the inside, finds Meyer, looks for three. That's way off. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that is how the first half will come to a close. So a dominant second quarter has certainly made the difference here at Leo Lions Arena as the Lions hold Heritage to just 4 second quarter points as we enter the intermission. 32-14 as we head to halftime here from Leo Cedarville. And tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill, serving the Northeast Indiana area for generations at 4 locations best to serve you. Only at the Big Eyed Fish. By Tom Steel Tire, 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. They've been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years for all your tire and automotive needs. By Ottenwiller Contracting, from bid to build, Ottenwiller Contracting has you covered. Visit them online at ottenwillercontracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of an attorney should not be made solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people, the leaders in water damage, cleaning, and restoration. Give them a call today at 260-483-2112. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs, some of which can be completed in as little as 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu today for more information. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the district councils and affiliated local unions that help build Indiana, we are LiUNA. By Parkview Sports Medicine and the Edge Training Program, we can earn your edge and maximize your athleticism. Get your free evaluation right now at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And brought to you by the folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260 Sports. 260 Sports, we should say. You won't find it if you search the letter O, but 0 Sports. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're at the intermission, and we'll be back with the second half coming up in just a moment. Leo up big by 18 here at the Lions Den.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from study. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
Halftime here at Leo Lions Arena, where the Lions just found a way to really blow open the door in quarter number 2 and have made it an 18-point lead. Heritage at 1 point cut it to 5, but it's been the Lions who have dominated since then. Welcome back to the booth, Joe Northern, Eli Lawrence, Gavin Wirt. Delighted to have you with us. And again, just as you mentioned at the top, going into the break, it's been the stifling defense that's really found a good way to slow this Heritage team down. If you're the Patriots, how do you regroup at the second? If you're Leo, just kind of keep the train moving at this point?
Yeah, I think, Heritage, you have to slow things down, and you can't allow the defensive pressure to put you in situations where you're making, not to say unforced errors, but they're errors nonetheless, and it's just giving the ball away and allowing Leo to get out in transition. At least you cannot allow this Leo team to get out in transition. It's why the lead is 18 points. In the first quarter, they were down by 5 because they didn't let Leo get out in transition. They held the ball, and they found their looks. Not the same in the second quarter, and now here we are.
Absolutely. Again, take a look at, actually we won't take a look at some of the replays, but we will as time permits. Again, Heritage, a team that has only won 2 games in the last 2 seasons, and yet they've shown a lot of energy, too, of what we've seen. The freshman Kirsten Haas has done a great job of at least trying to ignite that, not being afraid to really combat with her senior counterparts. Will that continue in the second half? We shall see.
Yeah, and I think what's been important is, last year the final score of this game was 47-14. Well, Heritage has 14 points here at halftime, so the growth that they're looking for, they understand that it's probably not all going to be there this year, but the progress is what you want to see, and thus far, they've got just that.
Absolutely. Again, you're matching up with the points from the game last year. You're already there, and you might even just get further beyond that as Leibarker throws this up and off the rim. Meanwhile, again, for Leo, the one thing that has come to haunt them a little bit is foul trouble, as this one missed off the hands of Collins. It's been foul trouble that's been coming back to hurt them in more ways than one.
Yeah, I think, look, the one shining light is it. Nobody has more than 2. The problem is just about everybody on the floor has 2. You got to be more disciplined, all right? I get that it's night 1, but at some point, you have to stay disciplined.
That you do. This one off the mark and got it. This one could be brought up from the hands of Collins. Collins able to get this over. This one falls short off the mark. This one in the hands of Meyer. Meyer bounce pass. Gets this over to Leibarger. Leibarger again finds over to Hysong. Hysong again over to Leibarger. Leibarger again, bounce pass inside to Hysong. So Heritage again trying to continue to get this going. Leibarger in control at the top. Bounce cross-court pass over to Hysong. And again, just exactly as you mentioned, they're trying to slow the momentum down, slow the pace down moving forward. This one jumped up off the board. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, they're not going to win many sprints. You have to play the whole race.
This one cut up again up the middle, this time finding Shot. Shot again, able to answer the call rather quickly. The lead extended to 24, or 17 now, rather.
Yeah, now 15 points for Shot. Stepping into the spotlight here tonight, whereas everybody else hanging around in foul trouble.
So 17-point affair, 34-17, with 5:14 remaining. So Heritage again doing a great job of at least trying to continue to keep the composure going in their direction. But the Lions again just with a stifling defense that's really been able to force some of those missed opportunities this evening. But it's the fouls that come back to hurt them. As Taylor Davis Gibson's going to pick up her first of the evening and first of the quarter. So again, something to keep an eye on is going to continually be that foul trouble over and over again. Here's Leibarger. This one off the mark. And this one gets on the board and in time. 34-18 with 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Feels like a game that's just really continued to fly by, but again, it's the long possessions that we've seen both teams really try to take their time on here in this one. Here's Davis Gibson able to pitch this one up and out of play.
Yeah, as you talk, teams just not being afraid to wait a little bit. Sometimes people get stressed, think you got to score, you got to put points up on the board. If you can slow the game down, it's amazing just how easily the rest of the game comes. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
This one thrown off the hands of Audrey Meyer. Can't get it. Gets this back over to Stella Shelm. Shelm again now on the run. Gets this one back over to Chappelle. Chappelle able to answer the call immediately. And he'll go for two. Go for another one.
Quiet night thus far, just 3 points, but she hasn't really had to have one of those games where she just takes over. Right now, everybody else doing a really good job of chipping in.
No question. Got only 6'4", number 41 in Leah Chappelle, make it number 7 now, and the lead extended to 17. 35-18 our score. 4:20 remaining. This one on the inside. Cross court bounce pass over to Bickle. Bickle again trying to keep a hand on it. Next over to Isong. And again up front over to Collins. Collins now chasing up the middle. 4:05 remaining here in the third. This one thrown up and got it back in the hands of Chappelle. Chappelle now cross court over to find Shelm. Shelm can't get it to go. Double teamed up the middle. Finds Bickle. Bickle again. Settling down once more and finds Leibarger. And again, we're going to try to see that slowing down possession. Because keep in mind, you're only 5.5 possessions out of it for the most part. So if you find a way to at least penetrate, maybe force some of the fouling, this could go your way.
You just got to stay patient, all right? Time is not unlimited, but it's not yet running out. You don't need to rush.
It's a valuable currency, if you will. That's probably
absolutely
the most important way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So foul going to be picked up once more on the Patriots. So it looks like that's going to go against Addison Meyer. That'll be her second and team foul number 2 for Heritage here tonight. So a 17-point affair, 35-18. As Lee Chappelle able to answer the call on that one. Don't forget, basketball continues on Saturday. Doubleheader for you right here on the network. We begin at 3:30 with Warren Central taking on Southside, and then your nightcap, Central Noble taking on Bishop Luers. That'll be at 7:30 right here on Summit City Sports. Second shot is up, and as it is said over the speakers, is money. With a 19-point affair with 3:15 remaining. Here's Hissong. Can't get it to go. Finds Liebarger. Liebarger's going to roll that on the floor. Foul going to stay on the floor. But it is going to be a push, however, against Tessa Whistler. So she will pick up her first in team foul number 2 with 3:09 left to go here in the third. In this 19-point game.
This is going to be something Coach Chappelle looks at after this one because it's unorthodox. You don't see this out of a Leo team all the time. They're not normally in this much foul trouble.
And again, we mentioned at the top of the break, a good chunk of that starting rotation, and with 2 fouls, this one going to be a jump. However, going to go for Chappelle. But again, very uncharacteristic of getting, those push-ups from. But again, it's game 1.
Right. It's good to be aggressive, and you like to see that. You just got to find the line between aggressive and reckless.
It's the Lions trying to get this back up to 20. This one throws up, can't get it. As Whistler couldn't be able to get it to go. Now kind of pinballs across the court. We'll see who it's going to stay with. It'll be back to Heritage.
That was a good poke by Lexi Collins, just waiting around, poking her hand in there. Didn't create a turnover, but it did slow things down.
Here's Audrey Meyer now with her hands on it. Gets it up to connect with Addison Meyer, but a traveling violation. That right foot just kind of reached over a little bit more. And so it'll go back to Leo. Kind of quiet scoring we've noticed 2 here in this third quarter. Again, really only 4 points, 7 points total a pop as it stands right now. Here's Chappelle. Gets this over to Connolly. Collins again up the middle, connects. Great move over to Chappelle.
That's just ball knowledge right there. She found a lapse in the defense, got behind it, and Collins able to find her and dump it in.
So the ball knowledge certainly there for the Lions to at least kind of settle into a good rotation. Again, 21-point lead with 1:49 now left to go here in the third. This one off the mark, and it's going to float out of play. It's going to stay with the Patriots as it looked like it bounced off Whistler. Pass inside now for Liebarger. Gets it in time, connects over to Hysong. And another jump ball. It's going to stay with the Patriots. So again, a lot of those hustle points are just kind of those reach-ins just to try to take it back no matter what. But the aggressive stealing can find a way to come back and bite you. Here's Liebarger. Big block up front from Collins. Now another chase up front. Collins steals and scores. Not often you see a little steal and score up the front, but that's exactly what happened. Now another answer back coming in from Audrey Meyer. As Meyer gets a triple on the board. And now you're starting to see those points trying to rattle up just a little bit more. But a 20-point advantage of the Lions with a 1:11 remaining here in the third. Here's Collins. Finds Chappelle. Look at the back door. You called it.
And now we're really starting to see Leo get comfortable. They're making the right plays. Passes aren't slipping through hands. They're in a groove, and it's going to be hard to stop.
They're a very good fast break team. And again, that combination you're going to see Collins to Chappelle. Or even opposite of that direction too, mind you. Here's another chance up front. This goes to Connolly. Connolly can't get it to go. Gets this one up on the inside, finds Hissong. Hissong again up the middle, finds Chappelle. Chappelle looks up, brought down. The foul will be called against Heritage. It looks like it's going to be against Molly Cray. So the Lions now have the chance to go back to the line with 28.4 remaining.
Chappelle trying to double her total from the first half here in the second.
And she's just about nearly done that, if officially has not done that already. Free throw up and good. Lead extended to 23.
6 in the first, 8 here in the third quarter. and make it 9.
Make it 45-21, an advantage of Leo. Less than 20 seconds remaining here in this one. Here's Kirsten Hess trying to keep a hand on it. This one, bounce pass inside, finds Hissong. Hissong can't get it to go. Another cut up the middle. Gets it back now to find Collins. Collins again on the run. Goes over to Chappelle. Pass inside. Looks over for Whistler. Whistler sets it up the top. 1 second left to go. In and out. But that is how the third quarter will come to a close. And the Lions settling in rather nicely here at Leo Lions Arena. We go to the fourth, 24-point game. An advantage of Leo. Back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold up thing and I come from stud. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from stud. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
We go to the fourth here at Leo Lions Arena. 24-point game at advantage of the Lions. And the Patriots, again, they have put up a really good fight here in this first half, but it's been Leo again with the quick fast breaks that have just continued to try to get past this Patriot team.
Yeah, I think we see Heritage. They're starting to get tired. Out in the first, they came out strong, and they came out strong again after the halftime break. But things just start to get away from them, and it kind of shows their lack of experience and maybe their more so lack of depth.
Again, only one senior on the team for Coach Jason Miller and company, and that's in the center in Addison Meyer. But again, a good junior core that's just, continuing to try to find the right groove across things, and we'll continue to see that over time. And the freshman, too, in Kirsten Haas, who's shown a lot of scrappy energy. She's got only 3 points in the night, but you got to think, of course, one of the toughest defenders out there for this Patriot team as Riley Roy gets it up and in.
Yeah, in spite of the, scoreboard's not going to tell the whole story. From where Heritage was last year and what you're looking at this year, this is a lot brighter spot, all right? They dropped 14 points in this game last year. They've looked miles better than what that could have been.
Absolutely, and I think, again, just the defensive aggression we've seen from them here in this one is certainly something to keep an eye on as they continue to grow, as this season continues to progress. I mean, again, for both of these teams, it's just night one. And meanwhile, for Leo, they've done a great job at the fast breaks this evening. They've done a good job of trying to at least be stifling up front. But again, the one thing I know that they'll go back and look at, as you mentioned, is the foul trouble over and over and over, which not going to be an issue at this point in the game by any stretch. But, coming out of halftime with, 2 fouls apiece for a good chunk of your starting rotation, not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, you might be able to get away with it with a Heritage or with some other teams in the area, but when you're in the heat of conference play and you have to play Norwell, you have to play Columbia City, you have to play Belmont and East Noble, that just isn't going to fly, and it's really going to hurt against those much higher level opponents. Those are teams that are thinking about making plans for Indianapolis if they so can.
Absolutely, and again, not the easiest place to make it to by any stretch. And these two teams would love to play nothing but spoiler in the run, too, as this one's going to be a kickball out of play. Upcoming games for both of these two teams. For Leo, they will welcome Churubusco 1 week from Tuesday night right here at Leo Lions Arena. And then we'll take on Wayne at Generals Arena on the 12th, so 1 week from yesterday. Meanwhile, Heritage, they will be off until the 11th. They head over to Garrett and then over to Canterbury on the 13th. Fun fact, that was the lone victory they have had the past 2 seasons against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and I think, again, those are both programs, as Heritage gets another one. But those are both programs, Heritage, Canterbury, and you can throw Hamilton in there too. They're trying to find footing, and they're trying to just climb the ranks. And right now, Heritage has looked, at points strong tonight. I think they'll look really good next week when they go play Canterbury. And then they'll follow it up with Hamilton after that. So a chance for Heritage to really get the ball moving in the right direction.
Absolutely. 20-point game here in the fourth quarter. 45-25, 5:22 remaining here in this one. Hess again at the top of the arc. Gets this one across. Now finds Meyer for a triple up and in.
That's her third on the night.
As Meyer again just doing a great job of again continuing to push up and move forward, as it looks like you're going to get that substitution, wholesale substitution coming in for Leo.
Get the hockey change going.
Mm-hmm. The rare line change. First time we've seen that on the court this season. 5:09 remaining, 17-point game, but it's even like the little shots like that can really get you fired up. Here's a triple coming from the hands of Chappelle. She can't get it to go. Rebound back in the hands of the Lions. So they reset it again over to Hess.
There you saw Coach Miller tell his guard, slow it down, let the possession develop.
That's exactly what they're trying to do here. Here's Meyer, gets this one up and in. Back-to-back threes at a 14-point game. So now all of a sudden, Heritage clawing their way back into this one. 4:30 remaining. You have to think this could get a little interesting if they find a way to make it interesting. Time becoming a little bit more of a currency here. Here's the quad team up front. They get this over to Chappelle, or Collins, I beg your pardon. She gets a three up forward. And the last three possessions have all resulted in threes.
Shoot or shoot, man.
17-point affair with 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Heritage trying to continue to keep a hand on a bounce pass inside to Roy. That's going to be off the foot and going to stay in Patriot territory. So they've done a great job of at least trying to force those deflections off Leo players. I believe that's what the fifth, sixth time we've seen that happen tonight, just trying to get the bounce off and force it out of play.
And that's going to be something to watch. As they go throughout the year, they're going to find the line.
And she stepped over the line. A little Big Lebowski reference for you.
Yeah, but Leo's going to find the line between, a little bit of foul trouble tonight, but they'll find that line of where they can get those tips and ticks and get the ball back to them as they go throughout this season. Still night one. Overall, you got to be pleased.
Again, 17-point affair, 3:46 remaining. Jump ball going to go back. It's going to stay with the Leo, but again, to me, it's the defensive aggression that we've seen that we didn't see a lot of last year from Heritage that's really kind of just standing out to me at this point. As Collins gets this one, cross-court pass. Connected back off the foot and back into Heritage territory as Connolly kind of bobbled it for a moment. And again, all of a sudden, if you're Heritage, you're like, all right, we've got a little momentum here. Why not make it close? Why not make it interesting?
Absolutely.
Here's Hess now. Gets this over to Hissog. Hissog inside, finds Bickle. Jumper off the shot, won't go. Rebound back in the hands of Connolly. Connolly trying to keep inside. Now backs over to Chappelle. Chappelle back again up front. Bounce pass over to Connolly. Connolly inside to Collins. Collins up top, 3:07 remaining here in the fourth. Still trying to keep this one up the middle. Chappelle, or I beg your pardon, Jackson was trying to keep it. Now they go over to Connolly for three. Fall short to the right. Nice jump block, but out of play as Collins will float that out.
That was a phenomenal defensive rotation from Heritage on that play. Leo did not have a look until Connolly finally took it at the end, and then they forced the turnover.
So again, the defensive aggression and just the great, ability to slow them down, kind of make them play your game over and over to get those points. Certainly worthwhile, as this one's going to go off the tip of Chappelle, going to stay in Heritage territory with 2:38 remaining here in quarter number 4. And what's been a great matchup tonight between these two teams. But barring any wild circumstances, Leo will look to try to take the W here. 2:30 remaining. But again, we've seen stranger things happen in the sport. Here's Collins. Bounce pass on the inside. Gets it over to Whistler. Whistler. Long three for Collins. Off the front of the rim. Rebound back in the hands of Hess. And she's going to settle it once more up front. With 2:09 remaining, crossing the timeline. Gets it back over to Meyer. Meyer lobbed up from Hisson. Can't get it. Now another chance coming for Chappelle. Chappelle lobs this one up and over and out of play. So again, it's the defense of this fourth quarter that's been like, okay, we've got something going on here.
Look, opening night, you're looking to build. You're looking to find things to take hold of. Heritage's defense has looked very, very strong at points. And that's the better side of the ball to be good at.
No question. This three won't go, coming from the hands of Bickle. Now quick cross-court pass. Take it away from Bickle. And she'll look to reset it. That's off the hands of Meyer to Bickle. Two names that we saw a lot on the volleyball court this season. Now teaming up here on the hardwood. Here's the pass over to Hess, and a timeout called by Heritage. So they take the full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. And again, one of those things that kind of makes you think about that it is opening night, but your takeaways so far really for both of these teams as we're heading on the home stretch in this one.
Well, for Leo, you like what you did in the second half. First quarter, things kind of got away from you. You were undisciplined. You got into foul trouble. Second quarter, they came out. They ran the tables. I mean, they're ahead by as much as they are tonight because they've been the quicker, more aggressive team, especially on the offensive end of the floor. And that's what's going to win games. You have to be able to play at your pace. When you dictate the game, things come a lot easier. And then for Heritage, again, like we talked about, the defense has looked very strong at points. And I think the offense, too, it's not just coming from one person. Aubrey Meyer's got 12, but they're scoring all over the book. So knowing that you have players that can go get points, and it's not just one person that takes the bulk of the load, that's huge as well. There are times your shooters aren't on. Defense takes them away. So having multiple options is going to help you tenfold as you continue on throughout the year.
And it's going to help both sides on both of the floor. Collins, as you mentioned, she's got 10. Chappelle with 14 at the moment. Lucy Schott also, she's had a great evening thus far, double digits too. This one could be blocked away from the hands of Chappelle. And they're quickly shifting back forward. Here's another push. Gets it back over Chappelle. Gets it off the hands and pushed out of play.
I think Schott's been the brightest light for Leo so far. She's got the 15 points. Hasn't seen much playing time here in the second half. They're getting new bodies rotated in. But she stayed disciplined. She had no fouls on the books. Strong on the glass. Strong at the rim. What a night for the sophomore.
Absolutely. I would say, dare I say, a contender for your Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game coming up in about 50 seconds or so here in this fourth quarter. Cross-court pass goes over to Taylor Davis-Gibson. Able to answer it once more. And the lead extended to 19, 42 seconds remaining. And again, Heritage going to try to slow it up just for the moment. And again, just kind of play their game and, again, try to find their footing. We've seen them try to find their footing here tonight. Here's Bickle looking for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound back in the hands once more of Collins. Collins trying to keep a hand on it. 21 seconds remaining. Sets back over again for Chappelle. Now finding Taylor Davis-Gibson. And over to Collins again up top. Might just try to continue to pass on for this if they can. Just play a little keep away if you can for the next 6 seconds. As a little bit of a balancing act off the knee. Not going to matter as Meyer's going to inbound the pass. Gets it over to Hess. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And that is how this one will come to a close. So Leo gets the season opening victory 50-31 on top of the Heritage Patriots. But dare we say a Heritage team looking a lot improved since what we've seen last season.
Yeah, very much so. If you're Heritage, you like where you're going. This was a very strong effort, and compared to, honestly, what we expected and a lot of people expected going in, they competed. They were in I think it was like a 5-point game at the end of the first quarter. This is something that you can say, all right, we've got the pieces. Now we just got to keep building. And then for Leo, little shaky in the first quarter, settled in, did the job, took care of business. That's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
But move on. They're 1-0.
Absolutely. Obviously, I think we know who our player of the game is going to be. Your Park Free Sports Medicine player of the game, Lucy, shot 15 points on the night and really just kind of set the tone, especially in that second quarter, to really just try to make it out of reach for Heritage as they get the win here tonight by 19 points. Have fun at Norwell tomorrow, the great one against Bluffton.
Will be exciting.
That it will be. For Eli Lawrence and Gavin Wirt, Joe Northern saying so long for the Lions Den, where Leo wins it by 19, 50-31. We'll see you tomorrow on the gridiron and the hardwood, and maybe for some of you on the volleyball court. For all of us here at Summit City Sports, we say so long from Leo, where the Lions win it by 19. So long, everybody.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly